Welcome to another episode on Stoic In Your Life. Today we're delving into a topic that resonates deeply with many of us: how to show your loved one your worth without saying a word. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This profound statement echoes in our relationships where our self-worth often remains unspoken, yet deeply felt. Did you know that most of us spend more time choosing what to watch on Netflix than understanding our own worth in relationships? It's a startling thought, but it opens a door to a vital realization. Knowing your worth isn't just about self-affirmation, it's a transformative force that reshapes how others perceive and treat us. It's like unlocking a hidden superpower in the realm of love and relationships. So, let's embark on this journey together. I'll guide you through how to harness your inner Stoic to unearth your true value in a relationship. This isn't your run-of-the-mill relationship advice. It's about empowering yourself in ways you might never have imagined. Are you ready to explore this path? Let's dive in and uncover the secrets to a more fulfilling, respectful, and empowering love life. Stay tuned because this episode is a game changer. And as we unravel these insights, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How have you discovered your worth in relationships? Let's learn and grow together in our Stoic journey. One, the power of no. In today's episode, we delve into a profound aspect of Stoicism that resonates deeply in our relationships: the empowering act of saying no. Stoicism, a philosophy that champions self-integrity and courage, teaches us the importance of standing firm in our principles, especially in the context of our personal relationships. This principle is not just a mere concept. It's a practical guide to navigating the complexities of human connections. Imagine you're in a relationship and you're faced with a situation that challenges your core values. Perhaps your partner proposes something that feels too rushed, or something that conflicts with your moral compass. The easiest path might seem to be compliance, to simply go along with it. But this is the moment your inner Stoic must rise to the occasion. The act of saying no in such scenarios is a profound expression of self-respect. It's a declaration of your values and boundaries. I understand this is not a walk in the park. It's tough, particularly when there's a strong affection for the other person. The fear of losing them can be overwhelming, whispering doubts and what-ifs in your mind. However, this is where Stoic bravery comes into play. Stoicism isn't just about facing external adversities. It's equally about confronting our inner battles. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It's a testament to your self-worth, signaling that you won't settle for anything less than what you truly deserve. Yes, it's a gamble. There's a chance that your refusal might push them away. But here's a crucial insight. If standing up for your values distanced someone, perhaps they weren't the right match for you in the first place. This stance can transform the dynamics of a relationship. When your partner realizes that you're not afraid to voice a dissenting opinion, that you're not there merely to appease them at the cost of your own values, it alters their perception. It portrays you as a person of self-respect and high regard for personal values. And believe me, there's an undeniable allure in that. Adding another layer to this Stoic principle, saying no is not just about setting boundaries with others. It's also about being truthful to yourself. It involves recognizing and honoring your own desires and needs in a relationship, refusing to let the fear of solitude compel you into decisions that are misaligned with your true self. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly relevant here. The fear of losing someone can often be more daunting in our minds than the reality of it. By embracing the power of no, we align ourselves more closely with reality, not fear. So as we take a moment, perhaps sipping our coffee, let's ponder over this. Remind yourself that it's not just acceptable to say no, it's essential. It's a testament to living a life of integrity, as the Stoics advocated. It's about forging relationships grounded in mutual respect and authentic connection, rather than in apprehension and compromise. In conclusion, embracing the power of no in our relationships is a true reflection of Stoic wisdom. It's about understanding that our worth is not defined by others' acceptance, but by our adherence to our principles and values. It's a journey of self-discovery, self-respect, and ultimately self-empowerment. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In the context of relationships, this means not compromising our integrity for the sake of appeasement. Let's carry this wisdom in our hearts as we navigate the waters of love and life, anchored in the strength of our convictions and the courage to uphold them. 2. Show, don't tell boundaries. In the realm of Stoicism, there's a profound emphasis on the power of actions over mere words, encapsulated in the adage, "Show me, don't tell me." This principle is particularly pertinent when it comes to establishing boundaries in relationships. It's relatively easy to articulate your boundaries, but the true test of their strength lies in how you uphold them through your actions. Consider a common declaration. I won't tolerate being treated poorly. It's a statement easily made, but the real challenge arises when you're confronted with a situation that tests this boundary. The essence of your strength and character is not revealed in your words, but in your actions at that critical moment. Do you waver, or do you stand resolute? This is where the true essence of your boundary is defined. Implementing this isn't straightforward, especially when emotions entangle the situation. However, Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose our reactions to the circumstances we face. If someone oversteps a boundary, it's your response that solidifies that boundary, not the words you previously spoke. For example, if you value honesty and someone deceives you, the manner in which you handle this situation speaks louder than any words could. Choosing to walk away or addressing the issue directly and calmly demonstrates your commitment to your boundary. This isn't about creating conflict, it's about honoring your self-respect and responding in a manner that aligns with your core values. This approach can fundamentally transform relationships. When others observe that you not only set boundaries but also actively enforce them, they gain a clearer understanding of what you will and will not tolerate. It's a process of cultivating self-respect and consistently adhering to it. The Stoic perspective extends beyond significant issues to the minutiae of daily life. It encompasses how you react when someone cancels plans at the last minute or takes you for granted. Do you overlook these actions, or do you, through your actions and composed words, communicate that such behavior is unacceptable? Here, the Stoic practice of mindfulness is crucial. It involves being acutely aware of the present moment and your reactions within it. Are your actions a true reflection of your boundaries? Are you being faithful to your principles? It's in these small, everyday instances that the true strength of your boundaries is often tested. As we navigate our daily interactions, let's strive to embody a more Stoic approach in demonstrating our boundaries. This isn't about rigidity or inflexibility. It's about possessing an inner compass that guides your actions and reactions. When you begin to live in this manner, it doesn't go unnoticed. People start to recognize you as someone who not only establishes boundaries, but also possesses the self-respect to uphold them. In conclusion, showing your worth to a loved one without saying a word is about embodying the Stoic principles of action over words, mindfulness, and self-respect. It's about demonstrating through your actions that you have clear boundaries and the strength to maintain them. This approach not only fosters a deeper sense of self-respect within you, but also commands respect from others, enhancing the quality of your relationships. Remember, in the dance of life, it's the steps you take, not just the words you speak, that truly define who you are. 3. Know your worth. In the realm of relationships, the Stoic philosophy offers a profound perspective on understanding and demonstrating our worth, not through words, but through the essence of our being. This concept transcends the superficial layers of social validation and delves into the core of self-awareness and self-respect. Imagine yourself as a gemstone, unique and valuable in your own right. The worth of this gem does not diminish simply because it goes unrecognized by some. Similarly, your worth remains constant, irrespective of others' inability to perceive it. This allegory resonates with the Stoic belief that our value is not contingent upon external acknowledgement, but is inherent within us. In our digitally connected era, where social media often dictates self-esteem, it's easy to equate worth with likes, shares, or online approval. However, Stoicism teaches us that true worth is derived from internal virtues rather than external validation. It's about how you perceive and value yourself, focusing on qualities that are within your control. Are you compassionate, honest, and living a life that fills you with pride? These are the measures of your true value. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-reflection and recognizing one's worth. It's not merely about surface-level attributes, but the deeper, intrinsic qualities that define you. Whether it's your resilience, empathy, or your ability to listen and understand, these are the aspects that constitute your true worth. When you genuinely comprehend and embrace this, it transforms your interactions and relationships. You no longer tolerate disrespect or mistreatment, not out of arrogance, but out of a profound respect for yourself. Consider this Stoic exercise. When you feel undervalued, instead of succumbing to self-doubt, reflect on the virtues and values you bring to the table. Remind yourself of these qualities. This practice isn't about boasting, but about silently acknowledging your inherent worth, independent of external affirmation. As Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic emperor, wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." In relationships, demonstrating your worth is about finding strength in your self-value, independent of others' recognition. It's a continuous journey, a practice of waking up each day and reminding yourself of your intrinsic value, not because of others' perceptions, but because of who you are at your core. Next, let's consider a story from ancient Stoicism. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, once lost everything in a shipwreck. Instead of despairing, he embraced this as an opportunity to start anew, focusing on what he could control, his perspective and virtues. This story exemplifies the Stoic principle that our true worth is not tied to external possessions or status, but to our internal character and how we respond to life's challenges. In conclusion, the Stoic journey to recognizing and showing your worth in relationships is about internal reflection, understanding your intrinsic values, and living in alignment with them. It's a path of self-respect, where you learn to value yourself not for external validation, but for the virtues and strengths that define your character. As you embark on this journey, remember that your worth is a constant and unchanging gemstone within you, shining with the light of your virtues and resilience. Further, never chase. In our exploration of Stoicism and its profound impact on relationships, we delve into a principle that resonates deeply: never chase. This concept, rooted in the Stoic philosophy, emphasizes the importance of focusing on what lies within our control and gracefully releasing what does not. This approach, when applied to relationships, is not just transformative, but also deeply empowering. Imagine a scenario where you're involved with someone, and initially everything appears harmonious. However, as time progresses, you sense them withdrawing. The instinctive reaction, one we've all experienced, is to pursue them, to bridge this growing gap. Yet this is where the wisdom of Stoicism illuminates a different path. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, would prompt us to pause and reflect. Why the pursuit? What can I truly influence here? The answer lies in preserving our dignity, our self-respect, and our inner peace. Pursuing someone who is distancing themselves is akin to trying to hold on to water. It's not only ineffective, but also leaves us feeling depleted and hollow. The Stoic approach encourages us to stand firmly in our self-worth. If someone chooses to distance themselves, we should let them. This isn't about indifference or emotional detachment. Rather, it's an acknowledgement that we cannot control others' feelings or actions, but we can master our reactions. This stance is challenging. It demands strength and resilience to resist the urge to chase, to trust that if someone genuinely values us, they will stay. It's a declaration of self-worth, a belief that our value does not diminish based on someone else's behavior. Adopting this mindset shifts the dynamics significantly. It returns the power to us, liberating us from being swayed by others' whims. We become the stewards of our emotions and choices. This empowerment is not just liberating, it's transformative. When we cease the chase and instead concentrate on our personal growth in life, we emit a strength and confidence that is inherently attractive. It's as if we're broadcasting a message. I am worthy, and I recognize it. This self-assuredness draws people who respect and admire our strength and self-respect. As we conclude our conversation, sipping our coffee, let's internalize this lesson. We need not chase after anyone. Our Stoic approach to relationships should be grounded, self-respecting, and centered on what we can control. It's about finding inner peace, not seeking validation from others. Remember, in the vast tapestry of life, your self-worth is the brightest thread binding everything together. Like the Stoics, you possess the power to choose your responses to the world around you. You are the architect of your dignity, the guardian of your self-respect. Embrace this power. Let your actions, decisions, and boundaries reflect the remarkable individual you are. Should you ever waver, recall this moment, our conversation over coffee, and the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Life is not just about going through experiences. It's about growing through them, becoming stronger and wiser with each passing day. And if our discussion today resonated with you, I invite you to explore further. Check out our playlist here on the screen, brimming with more insights, stories, and practical tips, all designed to guide you through life with greater wisdom and confidence. So go ahead, click on the playlist, and let's continue this journey together. Thank you for sharing this coffee and conversation with me. Remember, you're not journeying alone. We're all navigating this together. One sip, one step, one day at a time. Until our next meeting. Take care, stay wise, and continue to nurture your inner Stoic. Cheers. 5. Be ready to walk away. In the realm of Stoicism, we encounter a profound concept, the art of detachment. This isn't about being aloof or insensitive. Rather, it's a deep understanding of discerning what lies within our control and what doesn't. In the tapestry of relationships, this wisdom becomes particularly poignant. Imagine yourself in a relationship that, deep down, you know isn't serving you well. You might feel a tug in your heart, a whisper telling you, "This isn't what I deserve." Yet often, we stay. The reasons vary: fear of loneliness, reluctance to face change, or a hopeful clinging to the possibility of improvement. But here's where Stoicism shines a guiding light. The true power we hold is in recognizing that staying in a situation that undermines our values is a choice, and we can choose differently. This Stoic perspective doesn't advocate for abandoning ship at the first sign of trouble. Relationships, as we know, require effort, compromise, and patience, but it's about anchoring yourself in your worth and values so firmly that when something fundamentally contradicts them, you possess the strength to walk away. It's a testament to self-respect, a refusal to compromise your core values and self-worth. And remember, this departure doesn't need to be a dramatic exit. Often it's a quiet, dignified realization that this path isn't yours to walk. Facing the unknown is daunting, no doubt. But our Stoic mentors like Seneca, who said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult," teach us to confront uncertainty with courage, to embrace life's ebb and flow. This act of letting go, of releasing what's not meant for us, is perhaps one of the bravest decisions we can make. Adopting this mindset transforms your approach to relationships. Being in a relationship becomes a conscious choice aligned with your values, not a decision marred by fear or neediness. This shift in dynamics is empowering. You're there because you choose to be, not because you're afraid to leave. And here's a thought that might just change everything. When you muster the courage to walk away from what no longer serves you, you open the door to what will. It's akin to clearing out the old to welcome the new. It's about trusting that something better awaits and giving yourself the opportunity to discover it. As we reflect on this over our morning coffee, let's remind ourselves that being ready to walk away is not about being distant or unfeeling. It's an act of self-love and respect. It's about standing as a stoic in the face of adversity, knowing that our worth isn't anchored to anyone or anything. It's about embracing the wisdom of Epictetus, who said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In relationships, this means listening to our inner voice and understanding our worth, and having the courage to act on it. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that our worth is an intrinsic part of who we are, not something determined by our relationships. By being ready to walk away from situations that don't align with our values, we not only honor ourselves but also set the stage for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. It's about being true to ourselves, and in doing so, we show our loved ones our worth, not through words but through the dignified actions of a stoic heart. 6. Present yourself with dignity. Next, we're going to delve into a crucial aspect of Stoicism and relationships, presenting yourself with dignity. Now, hold on a second. If you're imagining a Stoic as a grim, emotionless character from ancient history, let's clear up a common misconception. Stoicism isn't about suppressing feelings or being indifferent. It's about discerning what truly merits your emotional investment. And believe it or not, the manner in which you present yourself is absolutely worthy of that investment. Let's explore what it means to present yourself with dignity in the realm of relationships. Have you ever found yourself trying so hard to impress someone that you lose your essence in the process? Dressing in a certain way, speaking in a certain manner, all in pursuit of approval. But here's a pivotal Stoic insight. Your dignity isn't defined by your attire or the trendy places you frequent. It's rooted in your conduct, your decisions, your authenticity. Imagine you're in a coffee shop, observing 2 individuals on a date. One is ostentatious, striving to impress, while the other exudes a natural confidence, unpretentiously comfortable in their own skin. Who leaves a more enduring impression? Undoubtedly, it's the one who's genuine. This is the essence of presenting yourself with dignity. The Stoics championed a life of integrity and self-respect. In today's dating scene, this translates to being unapologetically yourself. Embrace your quirks, your passions. It's not about masquerading as someone else. It's about being at ease and confident in who you are, recognizing your inherent worth. Consider also how you treat yourself. The way you regard yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. If you're constantly self-deprecating, you're signaling to the world that it's acceptable to treat you likewise. Conversely, if you respect yourself, value your time, your energy, your emotions, you're broadcasting a powerful message. I am deserving of respect and I expect to be treated accordingly. Reflect on the words of Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher. It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. In relationships, it's not solely about your appearance or your words. It's about your reactions, your demeanor in various situations. Are you responding with desperation or with dignity? Are you compromising your principles to fit in, or are you steadfastly upholding them, even if it means standing alone? This doesn't imply that you must be flawless. We are all human, prone to errors and awkward moments. What's important is how you manage these situations. Do you falter under pressure, or do you maintain your composure, learn from the experience, and move forward? So let's ponder this. How can we begin to present ourselves with more dignity? It might involve establishing boundaries or declining things that contradict our values. Or perhaps it's as straightforward as treating ourselves with a bit more compassion, a bit more respect. Because when you start viewing yourself as someone worthy of respect, the world begins to see it too. In conclusion, presenting yourself with dignity in relationships is a profound expression of Stoic philosophy. It's about understanding your worth, respecting yourself, and being authentically you. It's about reacting to life's challenges with grace and composure. Remember, your dignity is not contingent on external factors. It's a reflection of your inner self. By embracing this Stoic principle, you can navigate relationships with a serene mind and a resilient spirit, demonstrating your worth without uttering a single word. 7. limit access. In the realm of relationships and the intricate dance of human connection, the Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing perspective, particularly for men aged 30 to 65 who are navigating the waters of showing their worth without uttering a single word. The concept I wish to explore here, deeply rooted in Stoic teachings, is that of limiting access, a principle that might initially sound somewhat archaic or stringent. However, its essence lies in self-respect and an acute awareness of one's value, a notion that resonates profoundly in our era of instant gratification and superficial interactions. Stoicism, a philosophy that has withstood the test of time, teaches us the art of self-discipline and control. This isn't about imposing rigid constraints on ourselves or sucking the joy out of life. Instead, it's about discerning what is genuinely valuable and not squandering it thoughtlessly. In a world where everything seems to be just a swipe or a click away, adopting a Stoic approach to how we share ourselves can be likened to a rejuvenating breath of fresh air. Consider the dynamics of modern relationships and dating. There's often an unspoken race to divulge every aspect of our lives, our time, our space, our innermost thoughts. Yet, the Stoics would counsel us to pause and reflect. Why? Because they understood a fundamental aspect of human nature, the tendency to undervalue that which is readily available. If you're perpetually at someone's beck and call, always acquiescing, where do the mystery and anticipation lie? Where is the depth that fosters genuine connection? Let's delve into practical ways to embody this Stoic principle. Firstly, it's about presentation. Dressing with elegance yet modesty isn't merely a fashion statement, it's a declaration of self-worth. It's not about concealment but about striking a balance, conveying the message, I am more than what is immediately apparent. This approach extends beyond mere appearance to how we allocate our time and attention. In an age of constant connectivity, choosing selectively who receives your time is a potent statement. It's not about playing games. It's about valuing your time and spending it judiciously. When you are with someone, be wholly present but also be comfortable with being unavailable, dedicating time to your passions and personal growth. Emotional self-control is another cornerstone of Stoicism. This doesn't equate to emotional detachment, rather, it's about not allowing every minor incident to unsettle you. It's maintaining an inner serenity, a composed demeanor. Your emotional energy, like your time, is precious and should be shared thoughtfully. This Stoic approach is not an encouragement to become unfeeling or distant. We are, after all, inherently social beings, and connections are the essence of life. However, there is an undeniable allure in the gradual unfolding of a relationship, in building a bond that transcends the superficiality of instant access and immediate gratification. It's about nurturing a connection with depth, one that endures. Limiting access, as per Stoic wisdom, is not about game playing or manipulation. It's a manifestation of self-respect and living in alignment with your values. It's about demonstrating, not just through words but through actions, that you are someone who values themselves and, by extension, deserves to be valued. Incorporating Stoic quotes can further illuminate this concept. As Seneca once said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This reminds us that the fear of missing out or being less accessible is often an exaggerated concern. By being more selective and composed in our approach to relationships, we find a balance between openness and discernment, between sharing and retaining a part of ourselves. This balance, this Stoic way, profoundly influences how we are perceived and treated. In conclusion, embracing a Stoic mindset in our modern dating world is about valuing ourselves, about being judicious in what we share and with whom. It's about building connections that are not just fleeting but are enriched with depth and meaning. So here's to being a bit more Stoic in our relationships, to finding that sweet spot of openness and discernment. It truly makes a world of difference in how we navigate the complexities of human connections. Cheers to that, my friends, to valuing ourselves and embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. in our contemporary lives. 8. Focus on actions, not words. In the realm of relationships, particularly for men aged 30 to 65 who are navigating the complexities of love and connection, the Stoic philosophy offers a profound and pragmatic approach. Stoicism, as we've been exploring on our channel Stoic In Your Life, emphasizes practical wisdom, urging us to judge others by their actions rather than their words. This perspective is especially crucial in today's world, where charming words and empty promises are rampant, especially in the context of relationships. Consider this. It's relatively effortless for someone to articulate all the right things, to make promises, and to paint an idyllic picture of a future together. But the real question is, are they walking the talk? Are their actions in harmony with their words? This is where the essence of the story lies. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This encapsulates the Stoic belief in the power of actions over words. We've all experienced situations where someone's words swept us off our feet, only to find that their actions didn't align over time. They might promise to call but never do, or make plans only to cancel at the last minute. Yet, their words keep us hopeful. This is where our inner Stoic must emerge. Stoicism teaches us to not be swayed by mere words or overwhelmed by emotions. It's about adopting a rational perspective, seeing things as they truly are. If someone's actions consistently contradict their words, it's a clear warning sign, a nudge from the universe to pay attention and recognize that something is amiss. Adopting this Stoic approach transforms how we navigate relationships. Instead of being lost in romantic words and promises, we start observing the subtle, yet significant aspects. How does the person behave under stress? Do they follow through on their commitments? Are they present for you, not just in words, but in tangible, meaningful ways? This shift in focus sets a standard, conveying a message that you're not merely listening to what they say, but also observing what they do. People recognize this and understand that they can't just talk their way into your life. They need to demonstrate their worth and intentions through actions. However, it's important to remember that this isn't about adopting a cynical view or distrusting everyone. It's about being prudent and safeguarding your heart with a layer of Stoic wisdom. It's about not being carried away by emotions but remaining anchored in reality. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, advised, "Look beneath the surface. Let not the several quality of a thing nor its worth escape thee." As we reflect on this over our morning coffee, let's remind ourselves to observe actions, not just listen to words. Let's embody the Stoic principles in love. Being rational, observant, and wise. Actions, after all, will always speak louder than words. This approach not only protects us from potential heartache, but also guides us towards more authentic and meaningful relationships. In the modern hustle of life, where words are often used as a facade, this Stoic wisdom serves as a beacon, guiding us towards genuine connections based on mutual respect and sincerity. Healthy skepticism. In the realm of love and relationships, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a guiding light, particularly through the concept of healthy skepticism. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, serves as a beacon, illuminating the path to genuine connections and safeguarding our hearts in the intricate dance of human relationships. Imagine this. You're embarking on a new relationship, and everything seems almost too good to be true. Your partner is attentive, speaks of a future together, and showers you with affection. It's easy to get swept up in this whirlwind of romance. But here's where the Stoic practice of healthy skepticism comes into play. This isn't about nurturing doubts or being cynical. Rather, it's about embracing a grounded perspective, one that encourages you to see beyond the surface. Healthy skepticism in love means observing and questioning, not just absorbing words and promises. It's about aligning actions with words, ensuring that the beautiful promises made in the heat of the moment are mirrored in everyday actions. This approach isn't about interrogating your partner or fostering mistrust. Instead, it's about mindfulness and patience, taking the time to truly understand who your partner is beyond the initial infatuation. Stoicism teaches us the value of logic and reason, balancing these with our emotions. In the context of a relationship, this balance is vital. When we let emotions reign supreme, we risk overlooking inconsistencies and red flags. However, by integrating a dose of skepticism and logic, we allow ourselves to see the relationship more clearly, to discern whether it's built on solid ground or mere illusions. This concept of healthy skepticism is not about shielding yourself with impenetrable walls. It's about opening doors cautiously with wisdom and discernment. It's about protecting your heart, not by avoiding vulnerability, but by ensuring that your emotional investment is in something real and sustainable. Incorporating this Stoic principle into your relationships means giving yourself the space to understand who your partner truly is rather than who you wish them to be. It's about being smart and observant, not getting carried away by the current of emotions. This approach doesn't diminish the romance or the joy of falling in love. Rather, it enhances it by fostering a deeper, more authentic connection. As we reflect on this over a cup of coffee, let's remind ourselves of the value of this Stoic skepticism. It's a tool for self-care, a means of nurturing our hearts and minds. It's not about closing off to love, but about engaging with it in a way that is thoughtful, genuine, and true to ourselves. By embracing this aspect of Stoicism, we not only protect our hearts but also open ourselves to the possibility of a love that is both deep and enduring. In conclusion, the lesson here is clear. In the journey of love, let us walk with both our hearts and minds awake. Let the wisdom of Stoicism guide us, teaching us to love not just with passion, but with perception, patience, and a profound understanding of what it means to truly connect with another soul. This is the path to a love that is not only felt, but also deeply understood, a love that stands the test of time. 10. Treating yourself with respect. In the realm of Stoicism, the way we conduct ourselves, particularly in how we treat ourselves, speaks volumes about our character and worth. This concept is crucial in relationships, where actions often speak louder than words. The essence of this idea is beautifully encapsulated in the teachings of Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, who profoundly stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom is particularly relevant in the context of relationships. It's not solely about our physical appearance or the words we utter. Rather, it's about our reactions and demeanor in various situations. Do we respond with desperation or maintain our dignity? Are we compromising our core values to blend in, or do we stand steadfast in our beliefs, even if it means standing alone? This principle of self-respect is not a call for perfection. Stoicism acknowledges our human nature. We are prone to errors, and awkward moments are part of our existence. The focus, however, is on how we handle these situations. When faced with challenges, do we collapse under the pressure, or do we maintain our composure, learn from our experiences, and move forward with grace? This approach is a testament to our inner strength and resilience, qualities highly regarded in Stoic philosophy. To embody this principle, we must reflect on how we can present ourselves with more dignity. This might involve setting clear boundaries, saying no to things that contradict our values, or perhaps it's as simple as treating ourselves with greater kindness and respect. When we start viewing ourselves as individuals worthy of respect, the world begins to mirror that perception. This shift in self-perception not only enhances our relationships, but also aligns us more closely with Stoic ideals. Let's consider a story. Imagine a musician deeply passionate about their art, yet constantly criticized by their peers for their unique style. Instead of conforming to popular trends, the musician chooses to embrace their individuality, focusing on honing their craft. Over time, their distinctive style gains recognition, and they earn respect not just for their talent, but for their unwavering commitment to their values. This story mirrors our journey in relationships. When we remain true to ourselves, respecting our own values and principles, we teach others how to treat us, setting a standard of mutual respect and admiration. In conclusion, the lesson for our audience is clear. Respect yourself and the world will follow suit. This doesn't mean demanding perfection from ourselves, but rather embracing our humanity with dignity and grace. By doing so, we not only improve our relationships but also live in harmony with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, it's in our reactions and our adherence to our values that our true worth is revealed. Let this be a guiding light in your journey, both in personal growth and in nurturing your relationships. As we reach the conclusion of our journey today on Stoic in Your Life, reflecting on how to show your loved one your worth without saying a word, let's pause and absorb the essence of what we've explored. Remember, in the realm of relationships and self-worth, actions speak louder than words. Your dignity, your self-respect, and the boundaries you set paint a vivid picture of your worth. Like the Stoics, you have the power to control your perception and reaction to the world around you. In every interaction, every decision, you're demonstrating your value. Whether it's choosing to walk away from what doesn't serve you, focusing on actions rather than words, or embracing a healthy skepticism, each step is a testament to your worth. You are like a rare gem, unique and valuable, not because of external validation, but because of your intrinsic qualities and the virtues you uphold. As we wrap up, I encourage you to carry these lessons with you. Treat yourself with the respect you deserve and watch as the world mirrors that respect back to you. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic, about holding your ground with grace and dignity even in the face of adversity. And now a call to action for our wonderful community. If you found value in our discussion today, please like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss out on our upcoming videos where we'll continue to delve into the profound wisdom of Stoicism and apply it to our modern lives. Your engagement and support mean the world to us, and it helps us grow and reach more people who, like you, are on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. So, hit that like button, share this video with friends and family, and subscribe for more insightful content. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, you're not just a passive observer in life. You're an active participant, shaping your destiny with every choice you make. Stay strong, stay wise, and keep embracing your inner Stoic. Until next time, take care and continue to live a life of virtue and purpose. Cheers.